In the heart of Amritsar, Punjab, lies a garden whose soil is soaked not with rain, but with the blood of innocents. A century ago, in 1919, this garden, Jallianwala Bagh, witnessed one of the darkest, most brutal chapters in British colonial rule. The massacre that took place here was not just a crime against humanity, but a defining moment that awakened a sleeping nation. To understand the horror of that day, we must rewind a few months. In 1919, India was boiling with unrest. The British had passed the Rowlatt Act, a law that allowed them to imprison anyone without trial, an insult to justice, and a blatant tool to crush dissent. Indians across the country protested. In Punjab, the situation was especially tense, and nationalist leaders like Dr. Saifuddin Kitchlew and Dr. Satyapal were at the forefront. On April 10, 1919, these two leaders were arrested in Amritsar and taken away without explanation. As word spread, the people erupted in protest. The British responded with brute force, and violence broke out. Several civilians were killed. The city was placed under martial law, and gatherings were banned. Just 3 days later, on Baisakhi, thousands of men, women, and children gathered peacefully at Jallianwala Bagh, an enclosed public garden, to protest the arrests and discuss the Rowlatt Act. Without warning, Brigadier General General Dyer arrived with 50 soldiers. They blocked the only main entrance. Then, without a single warning or order to disperse, Dyer commanded, "Fire." Pause dramatically. The troops fired 1,650 rounds. They aimed directly at the densest parts of the crowd. Panic ensued. People screamed. Mothers shielded children. Many jumped into a well in the garden to escape bullets, only to drown. The shooting lasted for 10 minutes. When it ended, hundreds lay dead. The official British figures claimed 379 dead and over 1,200 injured. Indian estimates put the toll much higher, possibly over 1,000 killed. General Dyer faced no punishment. In fact, some in Britain hailed him as a hero. But in India, the massacre ignited a fire that could not be extinguished. Rabindranath Tagore returned his knighthood in protest. Mahatma Gandhi launched a nationwide movement. The massacre became a turning point, where hope of reconciliation died, and the demand for complete independence was born. A commission of inquiry, the Hunter Commission, was set up, but it was a farce. Dyer defended his actions, saying he intended to produce a moral effect and that he would do it again. The British Parliament was divided. Some criticized him, others honored him with donations. But the Indian people were united in grief, rage, and resolve. Today, Jallianwala Bagh is a memorial site. Bullet holes are still visible in the walls. The well is preserved. A flame of remembrance burns in silence. It stands not just as a memory of a massacre, but as a symbol of India's fight for dignity and freedom. The Jallianwala Bagh Massacre wasn't just a tragedy, it was a revelation. It exposed the cruelty of colonial rule and fueled a movement that no empire could suppress. It reminds us that freedom, once awakened in the hearts of a people, can never be buried in silence. If you found this story powerful, subscribe to our channel for more untold and essential stories from Indian history. Let us honor those who gave their lives, not just in memory,